All right, so I got a question for y'all because this is really starting to piss me the fuck off. Kind of like my haircut, but it's my problem, not y'all's. Anyway, so question, why? Okay, we're in Canada. I get this. We're in Canada. We have, with Doug Ford in charge, we have a whole bunch of fucking things going on because Father Time doesn't know how to fuck with Mother Time or Mother Nature. Excuse me, whole different conversation. That was God telling me, leave that alone because piss him off. We're gonna see. God just told me shut up because piss him off. We're gonna have a whole nother. I don't burp like this. I'm telling you, God's this. Okay, yeah, that's how I was trying to first it out. I'm sorry, God. Anyways, so why? I don't understand this. Okay, can we go over like driving in the snow? Because apparently every year everything's brand new, especially for the way that they hired what's it called, the recent workers when they came to cleaning up the snow. But that's a whole different conversation. I'm telling you, this could be a whole series on how Canada doesn't know how to deal with snow, even though we deal with it every year. It's not even like we're in Florida where it's just like, oh shit, what is this? Nah, motherfucker, we deal with this every year. Sometimes in the summer, like 2-3 times. I've been hit in the face with hail. I've had hail come through and cut my eyeball. You know how soothing that is to have your eyeball cut and like frozen over right away? It's a weird conversation I had. But Canada, this is Canada. So can we talk about when y'all get stuck in snow? Because I need y'all to understand, if you guys keep going without momentum and then you're trying to speed through it, if you get stuck in a snowbank, you can't just power through it. Because if you do actually get through, which most of the time you won't, you're just gonna into oncoming or a next car or in just like the afterlife. I don't even know, because like most of the time if you're making these stupid decisions, you're not really in a good situation. Like, can I explain something to y'all? Like, so I'm gonna talk about Canada and where I live because I can relate it to the way that I understand it. So Western 401 is the LCBO that's open up late. But if y'all coming around 11 o'clock, it doesn't make sense why you guys are trying to take the highway back, because that closes at 9 o'clock. So what happens when a snowstorm happens? They don't prioritize the on-ramps. They really don't. So what you got to understand is, if there's no snow tracks, that means no motherfuckers try to go up that shit. That means when they plow the main roads, because they always plow the highways first. This is why highways are more safer, depending on the city. But Canada is just the people in charge don't understand winter happens every year. This is why I question like politics, because like, how the fuck are you gonna solve anything if you can't even understand that winter happens every year? How do I trust you, Trudeau? You're peace. No, never mind. That's a whole different conversation. But so when we go back to this whole thing, so let me set up the scenario for you. So if you have Western 401, this is the beer store. You came here, you got disappointed because it's 11 o'clock and it closes at 9. I'm an alcoholic, I know this. So you go and you're going on the on-ramp, going up here, and they plowed this straight. And no one went up this motherfucker. So you playing Dora the Explorer, going where there's no tracks. Like, most people follow where tracks are because, you know, traction and everything. But you decided to play Dora the Explorer. Now, when they plowed this going straight on the highway, they don't give a fuck about the on-ramp. What happens to y'all? No, the video didn't freeze. I was just waiting for you to come to a conclusion. So what happens is they pile up like about 2 to 3 feet of snow where y'all are trying to go on. And from first-hand experience, where I almost got into an accident because one of y'all dumb motherfuckers wanted to go and be like Captain, like, I don't know what the fuck you wanted to be. You wanted to be strong-ass motherfucker. And there was 2-3 dumbasses right behind you. And it was not even plowed. Like, there was no way that you would have made it through it. That snowbank was there. And you try to go through. I swerved out of the way. You put on the brake. And now you're stuck. And you're honking at me. And I was just like, you're a dumb motherfucker for even going and doing that shit. Why are you going off-road? Why does that make sense to you? If no one's tracked off, this is not the time to be a trailblazer in a snowstorm. Bitch, you don't have that kind of heat. I'm telling you, you don't. You end up looking like a dumbass. So this is just version 1, but we have like, I'm telling you, when it comes to driving and Canada, yo, oh my God, especially with Brampton and Scarborough being a thing, like, oh my God, I have so much things to say. Because that traffic flow, my uncles and aunts stick to doing taxes. Stay the fuck off the road. It's not that type of conversation.